I'm Sutherland, and you're watching NHL Power Week.
This week on Power Week, Olympic heroes return to their NHL stomping grounds.
Give it away to Fraser, sends it for Yager, quick shot, it's Yager getting the goal. Hodgett the saves, nothing by Hodgett.
Our Power feature this week looks at the career of Dominik Hasek and his place in the goaltending elite.
There's so many great goalies in the past. I don't feel I'm the greatest at all.
And later we'll meet the future stars of the NHL who were recently on display at the 3rd annual Top Prospects game.
It's an exciting time for the kids, but it's also a difficult time for the kids. And it's very important that they all understand, hey, just go out and do your thing.
The pass from Malhotra left there for Peters, backhand shot, scored.
Let's start our Western Conference streaks and deeks by welcoming back the NHL's best from the Olympics in Nagano, Japan. The league's top team, the Dallas Stars, picked up right where they left off when they faced the Islanders.
Mike Modano sets up Zubov, down low, center feed, score! And for Beek on a one-timer, a power play goal, 1-0 Dallas. Broken up, covered by Langenbrunner. Centers left and he scores! Jerry Lettman, 2-0 Dallas. Carbonell sets up lead for a shot, he scores! 3-0 Dallas. It's the 100th win for Ken Hitchcock in the National Hockey League as the coach of the Dallas Stars.
In their next game against Phoenix, Jamie Lagenbrunner scored his first goal in 20 games, but he wasn't done.
Up to Lettman. Here's the chance, Lettman makes it 3-0.
Stay on the deep play, boys. We're right all over them. Stay on the deep play.
McDonald chasing a loose puck and a nice pass out in front. They score! And Belcourt has his 8th shutout of the season.
While the Stars remain the best in the West, the Blues and Kings are in a tight battle for playoff position. In LA recently, St. Louis tried to cool off the Kings, who are unbeaten in 12 of 13 games.
Blues get the draw here. Duchesne, he walks in, he shoots, he scores! Oh, what a shot there by Duchesne. In with Johnson. Back to Murray, he shoots, he scores! Oh, what a goal there! Now into the corner, Porto, great feed in front of Mitra. Back to Porto, he scores! Well, Dimitra and Campbell get the assist on the goal. And the Blues score again. Power play early, and the Blues are back on top 3-2.
After disposing of the Kings, Brett Hull led the charge against Anaheim.
3-on-2 down low, Hull's the trailer, there he is. Hull open, leaps it, shot, scores! What a blast!
We know Brett Hull is a scorer. Boy, could he ever lay it out beautifully for the one-timers.
St. Louis had 2 men down low, nobody else. Hull the shot blocked by Stolenkov. Turns on Hull, scores! Brett Hull, 2nd goal of the game. It's 5-1 Blues.
A 4-point night for Hull and a 6-2 victory. Time for the plays of the week, and we start with a pair from the Red Wings.
Brown, he left it left side. Here's Dandino. His pass broken up. Brown again. In front, score!
Oh, what a pass by Doug Brown. Between his own legs, right in front. Gilchrist ties it up.
Detroit back up. Murphy. Shanahan. Score! Lundstrom! Now the Avs in the zone. Forster. Great feed in front. Quick chest. He scores!
How about a Vancouver hat trick beginning with Pavel Bure's NHL record 3rd penalty shot in a season?
Here we go. He's 3 for 3. Bertuzzi on right wing. Nice move by Bertuzzi. Centers. Messier scores. Point number 1600 for Mark Messier. Here's Todd Bertuzzi trying to crease in. What a goal! Bertuzzi scores a highlight reel goal. Well, they don't come any more spectacular than this. Todd Bertuzzi.
Bertuzzi and the Canucks have 18 wins and 46 points on the season. While over in the Central Division, the Dallas Stars continue to lead their division and the league with 85 points. This week in International Update, we pay tribute to the NHL players who brought back the gold from Nagano.
Yager. Process Yager. Fields and scores. Here comes Yager with room. Makes his way. He scores! Put that one on the highlight reel. Goes on to be on the right. Yager coast to coast and a goal. He shoots and scores! I can see it all. They call him Mario Jr. First point, Strocken. Quick shot, score! Marty Strocken.
Marty Strocken
Okay, you've made the highlight film to the National Hockey League.
Robert Lang.
Lang took it away. Shoots and scores!
Second of the night.
Yuri Slager. Yuri Slager with a low shot.
And the four representatives from the Czech Republic who play with the Pittsburgh Penguins acknowledged here.
It over to Hammerlick. Shoots, he scores! Roman Hammerlick, who has had a sparkling start in Edmonton. Here's Svoboda. Point Svoboda. Shot! Hit the post! And it bounces in the score! Peter Svoboda. Toronto's Prohaska. Knocked in from close range. Prohaska got it. Here comes Robert Reichel. Reichel breaks the other way. Shoots! He scores! He's setting up Reichel. Score! Martin Rodzinski.
One of Rodzinski's real assets. He's able to handle the puck at full flight.
Gold medalist Richard Schmeling. He's long been recognized as the best in the world. Now the world knows it too. Dominic Hasek. Well done, gentlemen.
In our Power Feature, we bring you the life story of the man who helped bring home the gold to the Czech Republic, Dominik Hasek.
I was drafted, I think, in 1983. And some of my teammates told me about it like 2 or 3 months later. You were drafted. What does it mean? And he explained to me, what does it mean to be drafted? And I said, that's nice.
But not nice enough to lure Hasek out of his native Czechoslovakia, where he had become the #1 goaltender in Europe. 7 years later, Dominik finally came to the Windy City, Chicago, to play for the Blackhawks under coach Mike Keenan. Hasek was in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, at that time I was starting goalie in the national team, and all of a sudden I came to Chicago, and I was one of maybe 4 or 5 goalies. It was pretty strange for me, you know. I was thinking if I won't be starting, I'll be at least a backup goalie, but they sent me, during the training camp, they sent me down to Indianapolis. It was a really tough time for me.
Hasek paid his dues in Indianapolis by becoming the IHL's top goaltender. But his dream of playing in the NHL was in jeopardy when Keenan cut him in his second year.
That time I thought the NHL for me is over. I picked up the phone after a couple of weeks, you know, and I called him. I told him, Mike, I don't think I can play in the NHL. I'm too old, and there are better goalies here, and I think I'm not good enough. But Mike Keenan, he told me, I'll call you back, I'll see.
Hasek's call finally came in Game 4 of the '92 Finals against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
And this saw Mike Keenan's lips. Dominic. And here comes Dominik Hasek, the Czechoslovakian goaltender. Dominik Hasek meets his first action here in this series.
Thus began the legend of Dominik Hasek, the Dominator.
Smith comes down, backdoor pass to Stevens. Oh, what a save by Hasek on Kieran Stevens. That might be the save of the night. Here's Lemieux. Keenan goes back. Into shot by Hasek. Great save again. He got around Chelios. Knocked down, though. Beat it ahead to Stevens and a great play. Can Hasek challenge me? He come out and knock it away. Dominik Hasek. Another big goaltending effort. Lemieux in on goal against Hasek. He shoots at Hasek. Robbed him again. Great balls of fire. Dominik Hasek throwing, stopping everything the Penguins are throwing at him. They've loaded up the big truck. They brought it into Chicago, and he's cleaning out all the sinks.
Hasek wasn't able to help the Hawks beat Pittsburgh in '92, but he did give the Sabres a boost when he came to Buffalo in the offseason. It was there that hockey fans realized Hasek just might be a special player.
In for Westbrook.
Dominik Hasek stops pucks, and that's his job. His job is to find any way that he can to stop a puck. He understands that probably better than any goalie. It's taken a long time for coaches and managers to understand him.
Over the past 5 seasons, Hasek has been the game's top goaltender. Last season, he earned his 3rd Vezina Trophy. The Pearson Trophy is the player's choice for MVP, and he became just the 5th goalie in history to win the Hart Trophy as the league's MVP. Hasek's place in history was further cemented by his amazing run in the month of December.
And Dominik Hasek has established a new modern National Hockey League record. His 6th shutout in 1 month.
So, is Hasek the greatest goalie of all time?
There's so many great goalies in the past. I don't feel I'm the greatest at all. And maybe if I win a couple of Stanley Cups, I would feel, but not today. I don't feel like the greatest goalie at all.
Gold medalist from the Czech Republic. He's long been recognized as the best in the world. Dominic Hasek.
The ceremony brought a tear to Hasek's eye and pumped up his Sabre teammates.
It's the Toronto line.
Jeff Sanderson's first goal as a Sabre helped Buffalo to a 2-2 tie, keeping their unbeaten streak alive in 10 straight games. That streak might have ended 2 nights later in Boston if not for a Russian silver medalist.
Net empty at the other end. Zhitnik shot, score.
Alexei Zhitnik's goal late in the third period propelled Buffalo to a 1-1 tie and extended their streak to 11 straight. Dominic Hasek was still in Olympic form the next night as the Sabres visited the Caps.
Oh, to the chance. Wonderful opportunity. Hasek the saves. The Caps, they had 2 glorious opportunities and nothing by Hasek.
Hasek's teammate Miroslav Shatan would provide all the offense for the Sabres.
Shatan will wrap up the hat trick. It's going to do it. The Capitals shut out by Dominic Hasek. And here come the Buffalo Sabres, now unbeaten in their last 12 games.
The victory gave the Dominator 8 shutouts on the season, tying him for the league lead. Over in the Atlantic Division, the New Jersey Devils continue to burn their opponents.
And it bounced to him, fed in front, score! What a play! Peter Sikora bringing it on as Ralston. He's got Thomas breaking, fired, score! Ryan Ralston blisters one that goes through Mark Fitzpatrick. Mason Arnie giving chase, plays it in front, and a goal! 7.4 seconds left. Gilmore will get credited for the goal.
Gilmore's game winner ended a 16-game goal-scoring drought and lifted the Devils to their 6th straight win. Penguin center Ron Francis joined some elite company this week thanks to a little help from his friends.
The Armors after the puck down the near side. Towards it, into fucking by Francis. Ron Francis has now moved into the top 10 in scoring in the history of the National Hockey League by deflecting that shot in.
Francis showed that he could give as well as receive.
Francis, nice move to dart under a check. From the fire, shot by Bard. He shoots and scores. What a play by Ron Francis.
The Penguin Stu Barnes kicks off our plays of the week. Take us home, Stu.
Barnes out the box. On a breakaway, coming towards goal. Get a goal. He shoots and scores. Oh, a big cow kick.
Immediately a break for T.J. Atkinson in alone. Fakes and shoots, he scores! Penguins clear to center and a break possibly in across the line. Hook from behind, shot, score! Well, what a goal by Martin Straka.
Top honors this week belong to Carolina's Keith Primo.
Primo moving in front, and he scores! There's just the size, strength, and speed, and now the hands of Keith Primo.
Primo and the Hurricanes have 22 wins and 51 points on the season. While over in the Atlantic Division, the New Jersey Devils have a 13-point lead over the Philadelphia Flyers for first place. Jaromir Jagr edges out Colorado's Peter Forsberg for first place in the scoring race. The Rangers' Wayne Gretzky rounds out the top 10 with 59 points. Still to come, future NHL stars showcase their talents.
Holy cow.
And don't blink, we serve up the week's best saves.
What a save by Rudy!
And hits.
That's a great shoulder check.
Into the corner, Ward guns it rolling.
Oh, what a save! Man, what hitting! Holy moly! Wow, what a shot!
This is hockey, baby.
Our power feature takes us to Toronto, where 40 future NHL stars were on display for over 200 scouts and team personnel.
In order to make the NHL, a player needs certain ingredients such as skating, hockey sense, puck handling. We rank the players based on how much of that talent that they have.
Both teams took part in a skills competition, including the 2 top-ranked players, Vincent Lecavalier and 17-year-old David Legwand.
Go.
Holy cow.
Vincent.
While both players were a bit nervous early, they came on strong. Despite their lofty status, both players try to keep from looking ahead to the June draft.
Still in 5 months to draft, so I mean, I still got 20 games and playoffs to go. But I mean, you know, it's a big year for me, and there's lots of things going on. I went, you know, to the World Juniors, All-Star game, the Prospects game. So I mean, I just want to play hockey and have fun.
It's something you try not to think about because the draft's still 4 months away, and you still got 15, 20 games left of your season and the playoffs, and hopefully you can go out and do well in those games.
He's right with Vincent, and I can't sit here and tell you that Vincent is going to be over Legwand. Legwand's averaging a goal a game. He's a tremendous skater, and he's a very good hockey player.
For the third straight year, the Chrysler Cup featured former Boston Bruins great Bobby Orr and TV commentator Don Cherry as coaches.
It's an exciting time for the kids, but it's also a difficult time for the kids, and it's very important that they all understand, hey, just go out and do your thing. Don't try to do any more, just play your game.
And it was game time. A tremendous opportunity for every kid who ever dreamed of playing in the NHL to step up and be recognized.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 1998 Chrysler Cup CHL Top Prospect game.
Right from the start, there was no holding back.
Don't sit down to Manny Malhotra. Playing right wing, even though he's a natural centerman. Centers it in front. Cameron scores. Now Vincent Lecavalier with a head of steam. Lecavalier in across the line. Still going. Lecavalier curls, turns, twirls. Loose in front. Allen with a shot. Sauvé recovers. Vincent Lecavalier in alone. Lecavalier. And he's stopped by Sauvé. Off the line with Malhotra. The pass for Malhotra. Left there for Peters. Backhand shot. Scores. This line of Malhotra and Peters has scored both goals for Team Cherry. Chichu comes across the line. One by Erskine, knocked Chichu's helmet off.
But Chichu would get his revenge.
Out of the head, and now it's Chichu with it. Jonathan Chichu tees it up, scores.
Timor tried to respond thanks to the number 3 ranked player, Michael Henrik.
Henrik hammers his man down, and it goes right to Henrik. Henrik with a beat. Henrik backhand score.
Henrik would capture the MVP for Timor, but Team Cherry prevailed 4-2. Jonathan Chichu, who captured MVP honors for the winners, enjoyed the moment.
It's really just a great honor, just with all the great players here, just to come out and win the MVP.
The future of the NHL is in very good hands. The regular season resumed, and with it came glove saves,
Defoe has done it again.
big hits, and bloopers. Goalies who were ready for a barrage of breakaways.
Shot off the net. What a save by Oscar Lindsay. Lindsay waited a little too long. Bill Lindsay and shot it into Oscar. Lunchbox setting up Shaminer. Out of breakaway. Stop by Colson. Cecil trying to come back in. And a big stop there, too, by Rhodes.
One shot, and then he gets his own rebound. Look at Damian Rhodes.
Shamnov with speed. He breaks to the net. Shamnov. Saved by Billington. Big save by Frank Billington. Now they have it. Here's the breakaway from Pellerin. And saved by Bassett on Pellerin. Here's Denmark through. 2-on-1. Denmark to hit. He don't know what a save. Here's Svoboda came up with it.
The hitting picks up where the saves left off, fast and furious.
Trying to sidestep the defender. Look, was Racine cleaned out of there by Konowalchuk.
Bye-bye. That's a great shoulder check.
Boom, did he nail him?
Sometimes misses can make good hits. Now back to the saves.
One-timer to goal save off the Adamsburg blast. Eisenbach all alone on a breakaway. Eisenbach stopped by Redford. Here's Murray. In front of Lowe. Murray shoots. Saved by Oscar.
Here's the strange play of the week.
Oh, Redford stick goes flying as he makes the save on Langkow again.
Sticks were flying and bodies were too with these hard hits.
Will be the physical play. This is at the end of the first period. And they get on flat.
In San Jose, Mike Vernon got the better of Brett Hull on this shot.
Set it in front. Oh, what a stop by Michael Vernon.
In Vancouver, Anaheim's Dave Carper went on a hitting spree. But that good fortune did not follow Matthew Barnaby. Our spotlight save of the week comes from the Rangers' Mike Richter.
Here's where Richter steals the puck with his... Oh, baby, man.
Next week on Power Week, Ottawa's Alexei Yashin shares family secrets.
My mom cooked for me, all the time, so I didn't miss
I'll tell you what, you're one spoiled guy.
Yeah.
And we'll recap February's top 10 plays. But up next, the Power Pack is Peter Forsberg's Avalanche battle Nikolai Khabibulin's Coyotes. Time for the Power Pack as the NHL resumes play following the Olympic break. We've got Peter Forsberg and the Colorado Avalanche visiting Keith Tkachuk and the Phoenix Coyotes. Let's pick up first period action.
Underway from Phoenix as the NHL begins its stretch drive towards the Stanley Cup playoffs. Here's Roenick trying to get inside the Colorado zone. It's knocked away and back out onto defense. Teppo Newman and Oleg Tverdovsky out on the unit for Phoenix, and they're challenged right away and a score right away from Sandis Ozolinsh on the goal. And Colorado, 19 seconds in, they open up a 1-0 lead.
Well, a seemingly harmless play turns into something great for Colorado. Sandis Ozolinsh coming late on the play. Look at the penetration he gets. And Ozolinsh has a terrific shot. I mean, he can really let it go. And he just blows it right over the left shoulder of Nikolai Khabibulin. Well, with a good start in the early goal by Colorado, Phoenix is back on their heels already. The pressure is on them to perform, to handle the puck, to make the passes. All the things that, all the anxiety that they've been feeling the last couple of games. They've gone through their little mini training camps, but there's no preseason games this time around. So all the teams have to just jump right into the fray.
Coyotes are really should be a desperate team, Brian, as they're one of 7 teams really fighting for probably 2 playoff spots in the Western Conference. Giveaway. Here's an opportunity now. Shot from Roenick, scores! It's Jeremy Roenick off the neutralized giveaway, and the game is even at 1-1.
This is a huge goal for the Coyotes to come back relatively quickly after giving one up early. JR jumps on a loose puck in the neutral zone. A giveaway by Colorado defense. They just turn it right over to JR. Here he comes in completely unmolested, had a chance to tee it up, and that's a perfect shot. You can see how far Billington was out of his net. The puck was not even sitting flat, and he picked that far corner, 1-1.
Here's Newman now. Off for Tkachuk, leaves for Janney. Tocchet to the front of the net. Here's Janney. It's a 5-on-4 power play. Running lets it fly, and the blast goes wide.
Phoenix getting tremendous penetration on this power play. They are just blistering shots from 15, 20 feet inside the blue line. Colorado's got to do something about that.
Here's Tkachuk for Newman, and off for Ronning. Tried to spin it through. Tkachuk took it away and actually turned it into a shot off the swipe. And here's Janney back to the net, trying to feed it for Tkachuk. Can't get to it. 40 seconds left, man advantage. Here's Newman in. Cross for Ronning. Dumps it down low. Tocchet couldn't get to it. Janney could center. They score! Keith Tkachuk from Craig Janney. The power play goal. And it's 2-1 Coyotes.
Well, Phoenix hasn't missed a beat since JR scored that goal, and on their power plays, they've really got something rolling now. Keith Tkachuk, their go-to guy, has come through for them again, but it was Craig Janney with a terrific play behind the net. Janney will end up with the puck. As he goes behind, he'll make it look like he's going all the way around, but no. Short side, nobody has picked up Tkachuk.
Tkachuk's goal gives Phoenix a 2-1 lead as we move to second period action.
Rolled inside the Phoenix zone. Nikolai Khabibulin plays it away. Minute 15 left in the man advantage. Here's Tkachuk winding up. Has Tocchet with a nice move. Tkachuk's in, lets it go. It's blocked by Lefebvre, and the rebound is loose. Tverdovsky thought about it. Newman in shot. Deflected. Rebound. Stopped by Billington from Rick Tocchet. Here's Tkachuk. Works it back to the point. Good start. to this Coyote power play. Newman down low for Janney. Looks to set it up along the wall. Here's Janney now. Spins away from a check. 45 seconds left in the power play. Tverdovsky's shot blocked by Forsberg, who ties him up, but Tkachuk gets to it. Here's Tverdovsky, has a lane, lets it go, and shot. Went off the outside of the net. Centering pass, fanned on by Tocchet. Comes back for Tverdovsky for Newman. Off for Tkachuk. Lefebvre puts the shoulder into him, and he's able to clear.
So far in this game, Phoenix has been much more effective on the power play than Colorado has.
Here's Newman now inside the zone. Leaves for Dallas Drake. Off for Doan. Tried to get a shot. That was blocked. That shot is stopped as well by Billington. Off the rocket shot from the angle. And it rolls back inside the Phoenix zone. 5 seconds left. What a start to the power play and a start to the period here for Phoenix.
That was a big save by Billington, and that was good early position. He looked like Patrick Roy making that save. He was out in early, good position, and made the save look easy.
Here's Roenick on his backhand, back behind the net. Power play over, back to 5 aside. 2-1 Coyotes. We're a couple of minutes in this second period from Phoenix. Here's Roenick showing plenty of jump tonight. Leaves for Drake. Shot right on, and Billington the save there. Jim Schoenfeld in his 9th year as a head coach in the NHL. 4 games over 500. 2 over 500 here in his first season with the Phoenix Coyotes. John Slaney back from a hand injury. Off for Janney. Janney's pass is picked off. Avalanche the other way. Here's Forsberg. Forsberg's shot blocked by Michel Petit, who went down.
That's a terrific save there by Michel Petit.
Deadmarsh shot, got a second shot, and that was knocked aside as well.
Phoenix really sloppy there on that sequence. Give away 2 great scoring chances. A great save by Petit, and now a great chance for Forsberg.
Here's Peter Forsberg on the break. Forsberg scores! Short-handed. It's Peter Forsberg, and it's a tie hockey game. We're all even at 2.
Jim Schoenfeld not happy with this power play. I must have put the kiss of death on it when I said I really liked Phoenix's power play up to this point. They gave up consecutive scoring chances and then give another one to Peter Forsberg. Look at that steal on Tkachuk. He used up a good scoring chance and a nice defensive play by Petit. This one, there was nothing anybody could do, including Javi Bulin.
Off for Ozolin's shot was blocked. Rolled towards the front of the net. Coyotes get to it. Here's Stapleton. He's back on the ice. His knee and leg evidently okay. Off for Corkum, who gets the shot off. Corkum has 3 short-handed goals. We're in a short-handed situation. Tied for first in the NHL.
Phoenix has done a good job killing penalties, and one of their main penalty killers, Juha Ylonen, is not in the lineup tonight either. He's getting a rest after his stint in the Olympics as well. He's normally killing with Corkum on a regular basis, but not in the lineup tonight.
He took the bronze medal in Nagano as a member of Team Finland. Krug gets to it. 25 seconds left, the man advantage. Under 50 left in the second period. Here's Jones now streaking at center. Off for Krug. Krug on his backhand on Jason Moore. Leaves for Lacroix. Back behind the net has Marha centered for Jones, and Javi Bulin able to stop that one. Shot from the point, they score! With heavy traffic in front, Huey Krug on the bomb gives Colorado a 3-2 lead.
Heavy traffic is definitely the key there, and it's Eric Lacroix, 28, who passed right through the field of vision of Nikolai Khabibulin. I don't think Khabibulin ever saw this one. But there were several players from both teams in front of Khabibulin and made it almost impossible. Huey Krug's got to stick up in the air at the top of the screen. He'll get it. Now look what Khabibulin has in front of him. 3, 4, 5 guys passing in front. That was, I believe, Lacroix going down. He got knocked down after the puck was already in. But the combination of Lacroix and Petit made it impossible for Khabibulin, and Huey Krug finds the net.
Colorado tries to protect their 3-2 lead as we move ahead to the third period.
Tverdovsky is backcourt. Comes up for Drake. Couldn't get to it. LaRue does for Colorado and cycles it back down deeper inside the zone. Now it squirts out. See if the Coyotes can break. This is Tverdovsky now on his backhand. Shifts to the forehand shot. Save! What a stop! Save of the night there by Craig Billington on Dallas Drake. As the puck carry him to the side of the net now. Big stop by Billington there off a scramble in front. He robbed Dallas Drake. That shot deflected. Billington's got that one too, and he'll hang on.
Craig Billington continues to be unbelievable in the second half of this game in particular. The goals that he's given up tonight really weren't his fault. But in this last sequence, watch how calm he makes the save. Here's Tverdovsky driving wide and takes it to the net. That one's fairly easy, but it's the positioning on the next shot that's important. He's not jumping around and flopping all over the place. He's protecting the net. He's already set up for the next one. He challenged Dallas Drake, 11 white there as he came in. Went right at him.
Barron the charge at 10:59. Colorado, their 6th power play. 3 of them have been because of Murray Barron minors, and he's in the penalty box right now. 0 for 5 the Colorado power play, 6 shots on goal. That's a really bad penalty in general. It's a brutal penalty if Colorado scores here and makes it 4-2 and maybe costs his team a hockey.
Well, that's true, especially if the goal is scored against him for sure, but it's better than, say, taking a hooking penalty in the offensive zone.
Here's Forsberg now, shot in front, they score, and there it is. And there it is. I believe it was Claude Lemieux from the side of the net. And now the penalty looks worse than it originally did. It's a power play goal, and Colorado has a 2-goal lead now with 8:31 to play.
But it's a guy driving to the net again from a bad angle. Peter Forsberg this time, and he makes a really smart play. I'm not sure that he even tried that hard to score. Watch him drive. He'll stop the puck right on the goal line. His momentum will carry him past it, and he's hoping for somebody to come into a rebound. Oh, it hit the side of the net. It was sitting right there. Colorado goes to the net. Better than just about any other team in the league. Yes, Forsberg lost control of it. It's sitting right there, but Claude Lemieux knows how to follow up the play. He's there an eyelash earlier than, I believe it was Michel Petit, and Claude Lemieux gets an easy one from about 3 inches away.
What a bonus tonight to be able to have 4 of your best guys as healthy scratches out of the lineup. That's a luxury. Play your backup goaltender, go on the road, and beat a good team like they will in some 25 seconds from now. And that says something about the Avs.
Tremendous depth, and you have to have depth to go anywhere in the playoffs. They're poised and ready to go somewhere.
Shannon was trying to crank it up, and he just fell down, and Gurnsby ramped from the crowd that is remaining a sellout crowd at one point here at America West. Touched with a high stick will bring it outside the zone.
Mark Crawford has to be pretty happy. I think both coaches will be certainly looking over tape, and they know there's a lot of mistakes. But I think the second half of the game there have been fewer mental mistakes and fewer turnovers in bad areas, which is what drives coaches crazy.
Colorado victory 4-2 over the Coyotes.
The Avalanche are now unbeaten in 10 of their last 11 games against the Coyotes. Welcome to the final installment of our Power Pack. Tonight's game features the return of Sergei Fedorov to the Red Wing lineup as Detroit takes on the Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers and the Detroit Red Wings. Welcome to National Hockey Night. Hello, everybody. Gary Thorne, Bill Clement, Brian Engblom. Sergei Fedorov has not played, remember, since last June. Went to the Olympics with the Russian team, played 6 games there, then came back here and got for a couple of practices in with Detroit. The morning skate here today, that was it. And now he's out there on the ice trying to go at it. There he is at center. Fedorov with Brown. Doug Brown moved it in. Brown back. Fedorov on the 360. Fedorov open in the middle. Fedorov a wrister. And it's kicked away. Van Beesbrook blocked out in front. Esa Tikkanen starts the other way. Detroit changing it up. A 4-on-4 situation for another 36 seconds. 32-year-old Esa Tikkanen, fresh off a bronze medal winning team at the Olympics, has not had a goal in the last 11 games. Fetisov, Tikkanen tried to block. Larionov had it kicked away from him. Good play by Victor Kozlov of the Panthers. Kozlov dropped it off wide side. Tikkanen's in the middle. Pass to him deflected. Kozlov open at the top. Kozlov shot. That one hit the crossbar. Off the crossbar and out. Good opportunity. Tikkanen centering again. Went through the legs wide. Kicked away off the boards far side. Anders Eriksson, the rookie. He drops it off to Larionov. Igor Larionov will bring it through center to Fetisov. Slava Fetisov, the defenseman for Kozlov. Checked away from him behind the play. Short power play opportunity is over for Florida. Shot in, save made by Oscar. Osgood off Ciccarelli. Rebound to Lariano. Wide open, end-to-end play. Fetisov gets by Niedermayer. He's alone. Detroit was changing. No one to pass to. Fetisov holds it in himself. Hooks it around to the near side boards. Good play by Fetisov to keep it alive, waiting for help. Loose behind the net. Play back there and around by Brett Warner. Not out of the zone. Shot on. Ripped wide near side. Rebound all the way to the boards. Good hit. Ciccarelli and Darren McCarty. Laid away at center. Niedermayer trying to move in. Niedermayer dropped it. Garpenlov tipped for the corner. Followed in by Russ. Rouse and Garpenlov collide. Darren McCarty looking for help. Ciccarelli takes his head off. Loosed his helmet. But Detroit will get the puck. Dino Ciccarelli coming back to Detroit where he was dearly loved as a player. He plays the same way now as he did when he was here.
And old pals quickly forgotten. McCarty and Dino Ciccarelli, they both scraped one another's heads.
Just another reason to hit him harder, right? Came back to Dino Ciccarelli, and a penalty coming up behind the play. Our Bud Ice scoreboard, couple of the games going on in the National Hockey League. Here in Detroit, we are scoreless.
Well, one of the reasons the Red Wings have been able to keep pace as well is that they're such a good defensive hockey team. So even when their scoring kind of disappears, they're able to keep pace. From Florida's standpoint, John Van Beesbroek has been part of the story this year, but unlike the first 4 years in Florida, it's been a negative story. John Van Beesbroek has had trouble. His numbers have not been as good this year as in the past. And he said before the season, I don't know how I'm going to be able to play with this contract thing hanging over my head. I'm an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. He hasn't responded that well.
Here's a chance. Down low to Niedermayer. Block. Garpenlov trying to get it in. Lidstrom blocked the shot. Back it comes to Fedorov. Fedorov looking for Doug Brown in the middle. Couldn't get it to him. Tipped in by Shanahan. Fedorov tipped away up to the point. And Dino Ciccarelli. Ciccarelli gets it up for Niedermayer. Niedermayer. Garpenlov chasing. Osgood got there first. Niedermayer far side. Niedermayer centered. Osgood makes the save. Nicholas Lidstrom cleared it around. Each team, incredibly, now has 2 shots on goal. Now 3. Shot. Tip. Save. Osgood. Ciccarelli. Right at home in that crease. Osgood dumps him behind the play. Ciccarelli got into the blue, and Osgood took the legs up from under him. Murphy dropped it in. Shot. Score! Lidstrom. 1-0 Detroit.
What a play. I mean, how do you defend against the offensive power of Lidstrom and Shanahan and one of the all-time leaders in the history of the game offensively, Larry Murphy? What was interesting was that there were 2 defensemen up in the play. This is what started the playoff. Dino Ciccarelli's blueprint for every game looks like this. Right in front, Dino wanted a penalty. What was happening while he was screaming for a penalty, both Larry Murphy and Nicky Lidstrom jumped up on the play to make it a 3-on-2. And it went tic-tac-toe. Shanahan to Murphy, or at least Murphy to Shanahan, and then through to Lidstrom. Tell you what, it looked easier than it was. That was a great passing play, but the genius was both Murphy and Lidstrom saying, hey, we're going for it.
We're in the second period with the Red Wings leading the Panthers 1-0.
The Florida team has really fallen on hard times. Doug McLean, their coach, replaced by the GM, now coach Ryan Murray. Tip pass knocked away by Spela. Detroit controls at center. On the near side, Murphy. Detroit defending the Stanley Cup, of course. Pass wide almost. McCarty and Spela collide. But Spela came away with it and dumped it off the near side. And Detroit's addition of Sergei Fedorov has certainly added to their chances of successfully defending the Stanley Cup. Sent back in by Fetisov behind the net. Osgood again. Osgood flipped it around the near side, not out. McCarty cleared it out of the zone. Florida's got to get back on side. Murphy intercepts. Larry Murphy moves it up. Murphy in the zone, tipped away, picked up Fitzgerald. He's got Lindsay up ice. 2-on-1. Lindsay coming. Fitzgerald returned to him. Is deflected. Kozlov's got it. Break up that time defensively by Nicholas Lidstrom. 3-on-3 the other way. Good play. Cleared it up by Victor Kozlov, who got it out of the zone. Back up. Good banging going on now. Norton cleared it in. Shot. Open net. What a save by Osgood on Lindsay. Lindsay waited a little too long. Bill Lindsay and shot it into Osgood. Shot by Fedorov. Fedorov his own rebound into the glove of John Van Beesbroek. Oh, you talk about a breakaway.
Gosh, would that have been big for Florida. You know, they thought their team was a better offensive team when they came out of training camp, and it's the same old story. They just can't buy goals.
Billy Lindsay isn't one of those guys you expect to score regularly, but he made a great move. He's an excellent defensive player. But watch this move to the forehand. He got Osgood down with that fake, and then Chris Osgood somehow had treads on the, like a caterpillar, moving along the ice, because even, watch this, he goes to his knees and then is still able to somehow caterpillar over to the side on his side and take away most of the goal from Billy Lindsay. What a save.
House couldn't get it out of there. Norton holds it in again. Norton looking, double screen, save Osgood. The second save, a third save, and it's a taken it. Erickson up to the point. Penalty coming on Detroit. Delayed call. Delayed whistle. Now Draper's out of the box. Draper is out. A delayed whistle coming. Centered shot over the head of Osgood. Rebound in the slot. And this will be touched up, and there's the whistle, and the sticks get up. A 1-0 lead. Minute 24 remaining on the Gilchrist penalty for Detroit, so Florida still has a power play. 5-on-4 power play will continue here for the Florida Panthers. Yzerman on the faceoff against Niedermeyer. Yzerman clocked Niedermeyer across the head during that draw. Niedermeyer on the left wing side. Brought back up by Tikkanen in the middle. Tikkanen sends it in. Power play for Florida. Osgood held it up, and it's cleared out of the zone. Here's the break. Steve Yzerman short-handed. Shot hit the post. Rebound. Shot wide. Two chances short-handed. McCarty had the second penalty coming. In the corner, Rob Schicks got a hooking call on the Panthers. Nessa Tikkanen's going. I have never committed a penalty in my life. 10-14, the hooking call us a ticket. We have had a number of 4-on-4 situations here in this game, and that's what we've got right now. Fedorov, the shot deflected. Sergei Fedorov have any shots in the first period? Fedorov, he did not get a shot in the first period, and has not had one here in the second, so he's still looking for his first shot on goal this year. Right back in by Whitten. Florida remains on the advantage. Centering pass, Doug Brown intercepts. Brown, one of the specialty team members of this penalty-killing unit. Off the far side, short-handed again. Fedorov up. Fedorov trying to dump it in the middle. Whitney had it, cleared out of the zone. Tisoff will chase down. Osgood out to help. Up there, Anderson on the near side, couldn't control it. Cleared back out the center by Cartner. Larionov sends it back to Fetisov.
I got to tell you, if there's any doubt about Sergei Fedorov's ability to come in here and compete, about his conditioning, we always knew when he was in shape he was like a marathon runner. Complete horse, great stamina. He's amazing.
He's playing tonight like he's been playing all season. Shot save made, rebound, Larionov scores! Igor Larionov, 2-0 Detroit. And it is a rebound goal.
Shanahan back to the point to Larry Murphy, a knuckleball. Well, John Van Beesbroek had trouble with that puck because it was a knuckleball. Did you see how that thing was spinning and it dropped and knuckled on the way in from the point? And we'll let Van Beesbroek go with that one as well, because that was a knuckleball. It's almost impossible to control the rebound, and you got to look to your defenseman to block people out from coming in to get them.
Welcome to the third period. The Red Wings still lead the Panthers 2-0.
Scotty said in the last game, coming back to the Olympics, he said, you know, what I'm concerned with is conditioning. I saw good conditioning of our players. That's what I wanted in that 1-1 game. Well, he's got to be happy about Fedorov's conditioning.
Well, I would think so. But Sergei played in the Olympics, and you know when he signed the offer sheet with the Carolina Hurricanes that he had to dig in a practice sense. So where is a chance for Florida?
They can't buy one. No, that's the way the season's gone. Big jam up in front. Never really got it in on Osgood. Had a pile of people there. Cleared out by Kozlov, who got banged in the head. And Beesbroek coming back to get it. Plays it off the boards. Norton there, intercepted by Larionov. Larionov around the far side, Shanahan. McCarty waiting behind the net. McCarty hit by Dave Gagne. McCarty trying to pin it up. They force it loose. Larionov centered. Shanahan shot. Score! Brendan Shanahan!
What a slick play by Igor Larionov. Well, he thought he had a goal earlier in this period. He at least gets the assist on the play. Brendan Shanahan finished off the play, and it was an easy one. A slam dunker from about 8 feet. Larionov was able to go behind the net and help out with a forecheck. Watch what happens to Florida here. But once he brought it back out front, Brendan Shanahan, oh, you know, I take it back. Darren McCarty got the goal. I thought Shanahan had ripped it, and that explains the delay on the light coming on.
It is McCarty who tipped it in. It had gone by Van Beesbrook, but not across the line.
Right, and Larionov created an overload behind. Florida didn't support the puck. Larionov did, was able to pick it away and set up in front. So McCarty finished off something that Larionov started.
So Darren McCarty indeed does get out of that drought that he was in as he picks up the goal and gives Detroit a 3-0 lead in this game. As Darren McCarty had not picked up a goal in 9 games, this being the 10th, he's got one here. Sent back in wide. So 3 goals on 32 shots in this game for the Red Wings. Now with 3:04 left to go, Osgood's got a chance for his 6th shutout of the year and the 20th of his career as he has stopped all 27 Florida shots and has made some tough saves. Back in behind the net. Anderson got it up far side for Tisoff out. Brown trying to tip it away. And Sergei Fedorov drops it back. Tisoff's got it. He'll take it deeper. Detroit now just needing to keep that clock running. Bad pass. Score! Whitney! Ray Whitney on a really bad pass will cost Chris Osgood a chance at a shutout with 2:33 left.
Gary, there's probably only one guy on Florida's team that you wouldn't want to pass the puck to and make a mistake like this, and that's Sugar Ray Whitney, because he has been absolutely sweet when he has had the puck on his stick for Florida, and Fetisov knows better to try that backhand pass up the middle with 2 guys on him, and Ray Whitney makes him pay. Here, you'll be able to tell what Fetisov sees here. You saw somebody up the middle, but way up the middle. I mean, Fetisov knew immediately a horrible decision.
No chance for Osgood on that. Unassisted Whitney at 17:27 makes it a 3-1 game. Ray Whitney now with 22 goals on the year, the leading goal scorer and point man for the Florida Panthers. Maltby back to get it, so Osgood will not get that shutout here tonight. Maltby tipped it away. Played up along the far side, but not out. Florida will try and put the heat on here as their D now moving into the offensive mode. Lindsay, he'll get it himself. Lindsay with Maltby on him. Centered, almost got it out for Fitzgerald. Smale a shot, that one wide. Big pressure right here and a penalty coming up.
Well, Sergei Fedorov continues to play a hard game. I mean, it's obvious to me that he really wants to earn whatever respect he lost for.
And he's back. Back to play regularly now for Detroit as they make that run towards the playoffs. Enters Erickson behind the net, tipped it off. 7 seconds left to go. Chris Osgood, his 25th win of the year. Osgood goes 25, 13, and 11. John Van Beesbrook, the loser at the other end. Sergei Fedorov, good opportunity, lots of ice time. Played the point on the power play, played center, got a lot of minutes. Larionov got the game-winning goal in this one. Chris Osgood will get the victory in net as the Red Wings have beaten Florida by a score of 3-1.
That's all for now. Thank you for tuning into Power Week. See you next week.
Ba-boom! Don't you love it?
I don't know.